Okay, so we are going to kick off this academic launch with an academic planner review from ERIN CONDREN. And I have a lot of the accessories to show you and 2 of their academic planner options as well. So let's go over the accessories and then we'll jump into both of the planners. I'm going to set the planners off to the side and go over all the accessories first. I will put timestamps down below in case you want to skip around in this video or go straight to the academic planners. But we do have some beautiful accessories to look at first. Now, some of these academic or school-based products you might have seen already, and I might have missed this desk pad option, but this is new to me. I have not seen this out. Of course, it's in the beautiful color blends, kind of this ombre effect from edge to edge, starting with the green and purple, moving over to the pink and orange. And this would be really nice for a couple of people, I think, or customer bases. So obviously for students, if you're in college and you need just a quick overview of your projects and exams for the day, for the week, and then any other homework assignments that you have. If you have socials or extracurriculars going on, you could put that down here in the happening this week. And of course, anything going on the weekend. So this is a desk pad. They are not adhesive on the back, so you literally use one, tear it off, and throw it away. It would fit nicely right in front of your keyboard if you have a separate keyboard for your laptop or computer. So that's the first accessory I wanted to show you. I think it's just absolutely beautiful. And then ERIN CONDREN did send me a notebook, and I've had one of these before, and what's different about this particular one is that there's 3 subject notebook. So if you need a 7x9 3 subject notebook, if you have 3 different classes or 3 different subjects, or maybe you want to use this for YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, like I can see lots of uses because really it's pretty open. They don't nail you down with like labeling these boxes and such. So on each tab, you do have a lined section, a dot grid section, an open box, and then a bulleted box. And then you're going to get a section of just lined notes pages. Flip to the second section. You do have a new quote with a different color tab. And then that same thing is going to repeat. So like a dashboard page followed by notes pages. And then of course you end with your last tab, dashboard, and lined notes pages. Now the nice thing obviously about this is the cover is interchangeable. So you can pop that off and on the coil, and if you want to use some of your planner covers on here or switch out your notebook covers, you can totally do that. I feel like the interchangeable covers that ERIN CONDREN offers are one of the reasons people love the company. They have such a wide variety, but they're really like an accessory all of their own because you can change the look of your planner or notebook very quickly. So this one here just says progress, not perfection, and nothing on the back there. Now, the thing about this that I noticed too was that it does have just a lined front cover here. You can write on these with permanent markers and then erase with rubbing alcohol. And when I get into the actual academic planner, you'll see that that dashboard looks a little bit different. The other thing that ERIN CONDREN sent me was this calculator. It is in a blush color. I actually purchased one of these on my own and have it at work in my tote bag that goes from building to building with me, so it's always with me. I really like the large numbers that it has on it, And for my job as a special ed coordinator, I do a lot of data entry on Excel and our special ed program, but I also always like to just have a calculator not on my phone to do some calculations. So as I'm thinking about this, I will tell you that I didn't get like an information sheet with this package, but I will go to the ERIN CONDREN website and grab you direct links for all of these products if I can, and then definitely list a price point for these. But if you need a standalone calculator and it is battery powered, this is a great option. They also sent me this mid-century circle pencil pouch. So I think, yeah, this slides down to make it a little bit more compact, and then you can pop it up. Obviously, it has a zipper top, and you can put all of your writing utensils in here. Just out of curiosity, I want to see if this fits, and it does. So this might have to be a new addition to my work bag. I might just add my calculator and my highlighters all in here. And speaking of highlighters, they also sent me their focused line highlighters. I've also used these. They're right in front of my desk, actually, on one of my pegboards. But they are square highlighters. You get 4 to a pack, and they are in the eco-friendly packaging here. You can see on the back, you get lilac, robin, mint, and blush. And if you are familiar with the ERIN CONDREN paper, you know that you're going to have absolutely no issues with bleed through using these on their paper. So we have a set of 4 highlighters there. Go ahead and actually let's do a pen testing real quick. It's not really a pen testing, a highlighter testing. This is not their ERIN CONDREN paper that you find in their planners. It's a different recycled paper that they use for their notebooks and desk pads. And we'll just go ahead and use these 4 colors so you can see what they look like on paper. And this is their sticky pad, the This Week's Projects and Exams. And it is adhesive on the back, so you can stick that in your planner, which is really nice. It is Post-it brand, so you're not gonna have this like lose its adhesive stickiness. You're gonna be able to put it down in your planner and it's going to stay put just fine. So on this notepad, you have room for the date, and then you can write your project or exam and then mark if it's a project or an exam. And then I really like this, the prep work for that. So me going back to my college years, which has been several years ago, I would probably list just one project or exam and then list all of the prep items for that one. It's kind of like back planning or chaining backwards. That's just how my brain works. So really functional sticky note option. And let's see if it fits in this. That in there, and then now I have plenty of room for the calculator as well. Let's see if we can fit these highlighters in here. At least 3, I think, are going to fit across. 4 would be pretty tight. So you could load this up with your calculator, sticky note, and highlighters and be all set. They also sent me these ultrafine tip markers in 12-pack. They are water-based, extra fine line. It's approximately a 0.5 tip, and we have several colors. And yes, we will be doing a pen testing with those. And then we have this projects and exams dashboard. It's a snap-in for your 7x9 planner. Let's take a closer look at this. It does have a white background, which is nice. So you can, again, write on these with permanent markers and then rub it off with rubbing alcohol. You have 4 sections here for projects, room for your class title and the details, deadline, important dates, and a place to mark when it's completed. And then when you turn it over to the back, you have 3 more sections for exams. And then down at the bottom, you have long-term projects and upcoming exams. I 100% wish that something like this would have been available back in my college planning days, because I would have been all over this. Now, I will tell you, I taught high school special ed and math classes for 13 years before I took my admin position, and I had lots and lots of students that were looking for a quality planner, especially once they were up, juniors and seniors, not so much the freshmen. And I know a lot of my students purchased ERIN CONDREN academic planners, which we're going to take a look at, and some of the accessories like this, and used those in high school, which, you know me, I was absolutely thrilled to kind of help them set up and work through the planning process. It was something that I absolutely 100% enjoyed in that profession, was working with the students in that regard. So great accessory to keep you organized. Let's go ahead and do a pin testing, and then we will look at the planners. Okay, obviously I want to test these markers on ERIN CONDREN paper. So this is one of their A5 Classic line notebooks, and I use it for all of my pin testing, just so it's all in one spot in case I would ever need to reference anything back. And we'll go ahead and start. Again, these are about a 0.5 millimeter tip. The tip is a nice fine point. They are capped, but they do have this little thing where you could like slip it onto your coil, which I really appreciate. So these are the EC Ultra Fine. Markers. And this one is in fuchsia. So you can see they wrote very smoothly, definitely a 0.5 tip in my opinion. And I'm not just saying this, these are probably my favorite markers that I've had from ERIN CONDREN. I used to use those dual tip ones, and I felt like I didn't like the flat tip of the one side, and then the other side was too thick, and I feel like these are just perfect. So definitely give the ultrafine tip markers a try. I think you'll like them if you like a felt tip marker. All right, let's finally jump into the planners, my favorite part. I do have both options here to show you, the 7x9 coiled planner and their softbound planner, which is a portable A5 size, which I think is absolutely stunning with their vegan leather cover and the gold foiling. So we're gonna start with the softbound first, and then we'll dive into the coil bound. So this is a gorgeous vegan leather softbound planner for $23.24. It is a 12-month planner and has their color blends interior design. You'll see when I get to their coil bound that it's actually a new exclusive interior design, and I don't know if that's going to be available in the softbound. The one that they sent me here does have the color blends that you saw in the 2022-23 launch for their life planners. You do open it up to a 12-month spread. Actually, it's more than 12 months because they're going to start it in July and end in December, even though the front said it was a 12-month, which is totally fine. You can always have more mini calendars to forward plan on. You do get your Heritage and Awareness observances and your class schedule. This is very typical for their academic planners. And then you're going to get your first semester class schedule page with a lined notes page right next to that. And then you're going to jump into your first month. So this book starts in August of 2023. You do have a monthly calendar here. All of them will have a Sunday start and a notes column on the right. Since this is the academic planner, when you turn the page, the dashboard looks just a little bit different. You have their goals, events, and notes, projects, and exams. And then you jump into your weekly planning pages. Now, when I say this is an academic planner, I don't mean that it's an academic start, meaning like their hourly life planner that starts in July. That is an academic start. What I mean by academic planner is this specific layout that's really designed for students and like an academic planner, hence the name, which I know can be very confusing. So on this spread, you do have a Monday start with full boxes here all the way through Friday, but then Saturday and Sunday share a page. And you're going to get all of your weeks for the month, followed by a lined notes page that goes with the next month here. The color scheme here matches the EC logo. Each month will have its own color blends, color with a different quote. So here is September's. And you go into your monthly, your dashboard, and then your weekly planning pages. So that's going to go all the way through, they say 12 months. Let's see if that's true. Yes, it starts in August, ends in July. So your last month in here is July 2024. And then at the end, I love that they do take just a few pages to give you some lined notes. I always appreciate a notes page because it seems like you always need at least one or two, at least in my opinion. I don't need a bunch, but it's nice to have them there when I do need to write something down. And then at the back of your book, you have your forward planning for 2025. And you end on a quote. So this is a 5 size, which is nice. It's portable for those of you that loved that bound book feeling, which I have been drawn to lately. If you've seen some of my posts, I think this is a great option. And then of course you do have a ribbon bookmark so you can mark your page. Now, one of the drawbacks to this is that it does not have any tabs. So if you are a person that likes to turn quickly to your month view, you might want to purchase and add your own sticky tabs to these, or find some other way, maybe with a magnetic clip to mark your current month, along with the ribbon marker for your weekly. Okay, let's wrap up with the coil bound, which has an exclusive new interior design. So you will have several coil color options. They chose this planner for me. I didn't customize it myself, but I do love me a good gold coil. And I think that this cover that they chose that says Dream Big is super fun with the purple and mustard background here. Now this is where I said when we looked at the notebook, it was just a lined inside cover. This one has more of a breakdown here with some different sections. You open it up and you get your academic planner title page for your name and school. And then this is where you're going to start to see the exclusive interior design of the 2023 ERIN CONDREN academic planner. And it's this beautiful sort of floral pattern that you're going to see throughout the pages. I've been sitting and drooling over these pages. So pretty. But the layout is still the same if you're used to an ERIN CONDREN academic planner. So you do have your monthly planning boxes here, followed by your heritage and awareness observances, your class schedule for first and second semester, a lined notes page, and then guys, look at how pretty that is. I'm gonna flip through the tabbed pages, which take you to your month view, just real quickly so you can see the different flower patterns and the quotes. Okay, so now that we've looked at all of those, we have to talk about the tabs, because I think the tabs just make an ERIN CONDREN planner, or any planner in my opinion. I love that they're Mylar coated and the pop of color that it adds. It's one of the reasons that I usually always go with a colorful planner, is because I just really enjoy seeing the colors when my book is closed on my desk. There's just something about them. So you can see here, these are not your traditional like In Bloom or Flora colors. They're not the traditional EC colors. It is truly a new, unique color scheme. I have no idea if you're gonna see this pattern roll out in their life planners or if it's exclusive to just the academic planners. I kind of feel like with the wording that was sent to me that it will be just exclusive to this book, but I think it's so pretty. Okay, so each tab takes you to the month. Again, a Sunday start with the lined notes column on the right. You get the sprinkle of flowers at the top. I don't think it's too overpowering. And if you do like to use sticker kits, you know, you're easily going to be able to cover that up. Then you go into your dashboard pages, which again are goals, events, and notes, followed by a projects and exams page, and then your weekly view. So I have to show you, you don't have to use this just as a student. I think that this would be good for teachers if you like the 7x9 size, but I also think you can use it just as like your life planner for your everyday sort of happenings. And I did film a video in the 2022-2023 version from last year, and the layout on your weekly pages is exactly the same. So here's my current academic planner. Let me turn to March and show you some of the pages. So again, the same layout in the old style. I did kind of a pin with just some minimal stickers. And then for this week, I used a planner cake kit, and you could use lots of different types of stickers. But this was just like for my everyday life, not as a student or a teacher. So I think this is a really fun option. And again, you can use more stickers, no stickers, less stickers, whatever your little heart desires. But with this weekly layout, I just feel like it's very flexible. So let your imagination go wild. So again, just like in the softbound, you're gonna go through, have all of your weekly pages for the month, followed by some lined notes pages. This one does have more notes pages in between the months than the softbound, just for sake of how thick the softbound would get if they added those pages. So if you like lots of notes in your months, the coil bound might be a better option for you. And then that's going to repeat for the rest of your book as we go into a new month of August, your dashboard, and then your weekly pages. So your last month in this planner is going to be July 2024. Again, that pattern repeating with your month view, your dashboards, and all your weekly pages. And then the book is going to end with just a few notes pages. They are lined notes pages. You get several of those. And then this book does have a sheet of stickers coiled in. So you do have a few here you can use for exams, tests, what you need to read, study guide, no class days, midterms, quizzes, papers, things you need to study, and even a vacation. Okay, So that's going to wrap up this coil bound option. Please let me know what you think. Are you a fan of this new exclusive design? I think the colors and the patterns are just so pretty. I really, really love this new addition to the ERIN CONDREN design. Thank you guys for joining me for another ERIN CONDREN academic launch. I hope you enjoyed seeing the accessories and the planners, and I'll see you guys back next time. Thanks for joining me.